Welcome back, everybody. Brandon from Training from the Ground Up is joining me now, and you have your own gym here in San Angelo. It's it's not Tuesday with Tommy. It's we're going to call it Tone It Up Tuesday, I guess. And talk to me about what you do at your gym.
So it is a personal training gym, though we run it more like a small group to keep the price lower, keep the energy up, and frankly, it just seems to work better that way. The results are just better. People feel better. Our programming is based on work done by Gray Cook and Lee Burton in the functional movement screen. And we're hooked up with Mike Boyle Strength and Conditioning out of Boston. And so they actually run our programming.
How'd you get with them? So far away.
Yeah, it was one of those things where when I got full-time into the fitness gig, I was desperately searching for, okay, who's really good? Who's the best? And the more I looked, everybody I was reading kept citing the same source. They all kept saying the same name. They all said Mike Boyle, Mike Boyle, Mike Boyle.
And you're like, I gotta check this guy out.
So I checked this guy out. Turns out he's actually a pretty awesome guy. And after speaking with him, it turns out they have a training license called NBSC Thrive. And it took a year for me to get approved for that. And
wow.
We got approved for that in I think it was 2014 or 2015. And we've been rolling with them ever since. I was using his... He was one of my primary sources for information, again, when I went full-time anyway, but hooking up with the Thrive guys took it to the next level in a way that I can't imagine doing this without them. So they've radically changed everything that I thought about fitness.
And why do you think group fitness gets better results?
You know, there's an energy there. It goes from trainer and client to coach and team.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I find it more fun to work out with friends than
Definitely.
alone.
Yeah. The energy is way up, and then, you know, it's cheaper as well. You know, so like everybody kind of wins on that one. But
yeah. Do you think it also helps them with their accountability too?
Most definitely.
Where they're like, oh well, if Susie's going, then I better be there because I don't want to be the only one that doesn't show up.
Most definitely, and because it's fun, it's enjoyable. You know, it's one of those things where the hardest part is getting there, right? Like the hardest part of getting to the gym, of doing your workout, is actually showing up. Well, when you look forward to it, it's not so hard. You know, when you have a good time, when it's fun, and you're with people you like, it's not that hard to show up.
And do you have, like, would I have to bring my own group, or do you have certain people that will come in as individuals and you pair them together based on what they're looking for, or how does that work?
It's just time. You schedule your time and know that there are other slots available that may or may not be full. Sometimes you get that one-on-one and
at the group price. At the
group price, exactly. So you get that ginormous discount on that. And they usually prefer not to have that situation occur. It's way more fun in the group. So, yeah.
What is your favorite type of workout?
Like in terms of group or one-on-one?
Or you personally?
For me personally,
yeah,
honestly, like this Thrive stuff works. I come from a background of being ridiculously injured, you know, to the point that my back was injured to the point that I couldn't bathe myself. I needed assistance.
Wow.
And this is the stuff that got me not only out of that, but back to lifting.
And you've stayed healthy.
And I've stayed healthy, and I actually competed in a powerlifting meet at Tommy's gym with no pain, you know, and was able to lift without hurting and have a great time doing it. And so I have a lot of people to thank for that, but the Thrive guys had the biggest impact on my recovery from my injuries.
That's awesome. And we're going to learn more about, you're going to join us once a month now. So we're going to learn more tips about fitness and demos and stuff like that. But for now, tell people where they can reach out to you.
So you can find us on Facebook. You can find us at Training from the Ground Up. You can also just find us trainingfromthegroundup.com. And we have a big sign on Knickerbocker right out in front that'll you can just walk into. So that's awesome. Brandon, thank you so much. Everyone will get to hear from him again in 1 month. So if you have questions for him, you can reach out for Training from the Ground Up. Stay tuned. I'll be back.